Oh baby. So Vanity Planet just sent me this new digital body analyzer scale, which is pretty awesome. Clean looking digital scale. I'm making a mess, hold on. Look at that. Ooh. That's sleek looking, I love it. It even comes with batteries. It'll tell you your body weight, your body fat, your water weight, and your lean muscle mass, and I think a couple other things. And it actually has, I believe, 8 different settings. So you can put 8 different people on there. So like say I wanted to put my settings in there, I type in 5'8", whatever other specs it needs, and that's setting 1. So if I'm gonna step on the scale, I just hit setting 1 and it's set to me. But then if Ariana wants to plug her stuff in, she can set her height 5'3", whatever else she has to put in there, she could be setting 2, etc., etc., etc. Step onto the platform and ensure that your feet are in good contact with the 4 stainless steel contact pads on the platform. Make sure your bare feet, the condition of your skin can even affect the reading, but you have to be barefoot in order to get the accurate fat measurement readings, etc. All right, stepping on this thing without the camera in hand this time. So I'm only 190, this is the end of the night. There we go, the rest are loading. Boom, locked in, and it stays displaying on the screen for 10 seconds afterwards, so you have time to read it. I am, according to this, 55% water weight, 42% muscle, 8 pounds of bone density, and 23.5% body fat. God damn, I'm fluffy. So that thing's pretty amazing. This is, again, the digital body analyzer. The website for the scale is in the info box below, and they hooked it up with a discount code for me to give to you guys. Takes 60% off. So if you want to grab the scale for yourself, you can get it for over half off right now. Just use the code NW6. It's off also in the info box below. Enjoy it. Things are finally heating up, guys, and the strength training is feeling better than ever. I've been working on applying new cues and new techniques, and it's finally starting to show in the real movements, which is I couldn't be happier. So today we're putting that to the test. Adding new cues into your training is hard enough as it is, adding little new techniques and adjustments, and then getting them down to where you can do them correctly without having to really think too hard about them under heavy weight is a whole other feat in itself. And then the final feat is when you can do that even after exhaustion. It's like one thing to be able to exercise this new technique improvement for the first set or two when you're fresh, but then to have to do a bunch of sets, once fatigue starts kicking in, the muscles start feeling jello-y, you're breathing harder, getting gassed out, that's when you want to start to default back into that old bad form. So today we're putting it to the test a little bit. It's nothing insane, but it's definitely a harder workout, a more exhausting workout to say the least. So we're fueling up correctly for it. Kicking off breakfast with, of course, a glass of OJ because I love orange juice. Got to get that vitamin C in there. I just love orange juice. 2 scoops of whey protein using the Isatori chocolate whey. The link and the discount code for that whey is in the info box below if you guys are interested. And a full meal of white rice. It's long grain rice with chicken breast and, of course, barbecue sauce because you got to have the barbecue sauce on there. So I down all of that. Kill about an hour or so, both getting some work done and watching a little bit of Netflix, kind of multitasking, just to digest, because you want to typically wait an hour at least, if not even 2 hours after a major meal to go to the gym, because you got to remember that food's going to take a little while to digest, for all the protein to break down, metabolize, the carbs to turn into glycogen. It's going to take a little bit of time, so you want that meal to be fully broken down. You want that glycogen in your system. You want it to be fully turned into fuel by the time you get into the gym. You don't want it sitting in your stomach with your body spending energy on digesting it still. We got to work with 6 sets of 4 using 405 pounds. Could not be happier with how they're feeling, man. I'm really just working on these cues that box squatting has been helping me practice. Just loading that posterior chain, sitting the hips way back into the squat, keeping that head up, and really and it's finally working. There's a lot less of that 2-point movement I used to do where I'd come out of the hole and then my hips would kind of shoot out and my legs would sort of lock out and then my back would crane it the rest of the way up like a good morning, and it'd become like a 2-point movement. Now it's a lot more fluid, just one full-on squatting motion. And of course, there's always more to improve on, but the difference feels tremendous, and actually so much to the point where my first set, I didn't get the least bit amped up. I had music on the entire time I was warming up. I didn't sit there and like hoot and holler or breathe heavy. I just went under it like it was another warm-up set. And before I even knew it, I finished all 4 reps of the first set with 405 on my back, and it literally felt like mid 300s at most. It was incredible. That was the easiest 405 has ever felt, and just the overall smoothest I think it's ever felt. So by the time we got to the 6th set, of course, fatigue was kicking in. Hams, glutes, they were all starting to feel a little bit jello-y, of course. So form was definitely starting to crack and break down. Things were slowing down for sure. That's to be expected. Like 24 reps into a workout with a weight that was not too long ago my opening weight at a meet. But I'm excited, man. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see how heavier weight, like mid 400s, starts to feel now that I'm beginning to get the hang of this new technique of just properly loading the posterior chain the way you'd want to load it for a low bar squat. After that, we killed it with 5 sets of 6 with 405.
Down in Coral Springs, which is really bad. He's okay. He's good. Right.
405 is not heavyweight. But after your posterior chain's already fried from doing 25 reps of low bar squats with a pretty heavy weight, doing 5 sets of 6 is like doing CrossFit cardio, and I was gassed by the end of it, but we got it done, and I'm feeling great. So I'm definitely excited to see how quick 500 can come as I continue perfecting and getting the hang of this new technique. It makes a world of difference, guys. It's the cues Brett Gibbs taught me in person mixed with just the box squats. The box squats are amazing. They're really training me to just break into the position that I need to be in when I'm low bar squatting. Shout out to that EF. Boom. Mini Simon.